minutes till. And we can go ahead and get started. Would you please lead us in prayer?
Lord, thank you now, especially during this Thanksgiving time. We all have so much to be thankful for. Watch over Brenda, restore her to her health, and the ones that minister to her. Thankful this council, conduct ourselves in a Christ-like manner today. Ask in thy name. Amen.
Amen. You Lord, remain standing with say pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you have cell phone, please mute or turn them off. We would greatly appreciate it. And turn the volume all the way down. All right, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Would you please call the roll, please?
Yes, sir. Myrtle? Here. Eugene?
Here.
Mr. Mayor?
Here.
John?
Here.
Steve?
Here.
Brenda Lowe called in, said she would not be here tonight.
Okay. All right. All right, we've got a quorum, so we will continue. Let's go ahead and review the minutes from the October meeting.
Okay. October 8th, 2018, Mayor Arthur Self called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7:02 p.m. on October the 8th, 2018 in the town hall. The invocation was given by Myrtle Van Cleek. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited by all. The roll call was had. The following persons were present: Mayor Arthur Self, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleek, Eugene Kiley, Brenda Lowe, John King, Steve Brewer was absent. The minutes from September were read, and a motion to accept them with correction was made by Brenda Lowe, seconded by Eugene Kiley. Motion carried. The financial reports for September were given. A motion was made to accept them by Eugene Kiley and seconded by John King. Motion carried. The mayor noted that he was still working on the new resolution and ordinance. This would be tabled for another meeting. The mayor presented our donation check of $2,500 to Chief Sean Miller and Heath Stockton of the Dallas Central Fire Department with the appreciation of the town leaders. Chief Miller asked about a list of names and addresses of the residents in County Line for his records. I will try to find this information and get it back to him. A discussion was had to set a date for the children's Christmas holiday party. It was scheduled to be on December the 1st, 2018 at the Town Hall from 3:30 to 5:30. The storm drain cover in Green Acres is still broken, waiting on Van Mulvihill to get it replaced. The mayor has called Alabama Power about street lights. Work orders have been placed to make the necessary changes. A motion to adjourn the meeting was made by Myrtle Van Cleek and seconded by Brenda Lowe. Motion carried. Respectfully, meeting adjourned. Respectfully yours are submitted. Brenda Philpott, Town Clerk, Lucy K. Kiley, Assistant. Is that sufficient? What I just did on the back? On the signature, is that
That's
okay?
fine. That's fine. just in the future, we'll put the time we adjourned,
Okay,
if
okay.
you would.
Yeah, I've got that.
That's not a showstopper by any means.
Okay,
Just for informational purposes only.
right,
All right,
okay.
any comments, corrections?
Correction on the date, the time. I thought it was at 4 to 6.
We changed that. I think it was changed.
Changed
Y'all
it back.
changed it at that meeting, didn't you? It was, that
Yeah,
night we
didn't
talked about
change
it.
it in the council.
We didn't change it? Okay. So it's 3:30 to,
The committee
5:30.
changed it.
The meeting
oh,
changed
okay,
it.
that's right. They changed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the meeting changed it.
4 to
o'clock.
6.
4 to 6.
Y'all decided 4 to 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'll
I
make
don't
note
know
of
how
that.
to
During the council meeting, we discussed 3:30 to 5:30.
Right.
But that was what we did at the council meeting, not what the committee
Yeah. that's
decided
right.
on.
Remember now. If somebody had to make it,
It was pushing it for somebody to be here at 3:30.
yeah.
Sean, no, Heath.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Is it
all right.
dark outside gonna have anything to do with it?
I think that'd be better for Santa Claus coming in.
Is it dark at all?
It's getting close.
It's getting there now.
Yeah.
By
Few
5
more
o'clock,
weeks,
it'll be dark.
All right. Well, if the kids arrive here at 4 o'clock and Santa Claus gets here at 4:30, it's going to be pretty dark. Getting dark then. Yeah.
So it'll
Yeah.
be 4 to 6.
All right. Well, that's
Absolutely.
we don't need to change our minutes because that's what we discussed. All right. Anything else on the minutes from last meeting? All right. Do we have any motion to accept as read?
I make a motion, we accept the minutes as read.
I second it.
All right. Myrtle made the motion. Eugene seconded. All in favor? Motion carried. Okay. I'm on. Take Brenda's sheets here. I don't really need to bank statements themselves.
Oh, okay.
Lucy,
All
I
right.
just give me a copy of the
Okay.
other stuff.
All right.
That's all I need.
If not, wait a minute, here's one.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cover the financials. Let's begin with the general fund. Our beginning balance was $27,837.63. Our ending balance was $23,649.44. The next one is the 4, 5, and 6 account. Our beginning balance was $7,938.98. Our ending balance was $8,260.52. This next one is a 2 and 7 road account. Beginning balance $8,233.06, and our ending balance was $8,182.87. And the last one is the capital improvements fund. Our beginning and ending balance was $8,118.32. Any questions or comments on the financial reports? If not, do we have a motion to accept?
I second it.
All right, John made the motion and Steve seconded. All in favor? All right, motion's carried. All right. We have no reports, special committees or reports from officers, old business. Looks like most of our street lights have been turned on or fixed, with the exception of 11, which is in the curve. That one is still out. 18 is just down from the old store at the corner on County Line Road. It hadn't been fixed, but the ones down in front of the church have been turned on. The one at Thermal Road has been repaired. The light that was out in Green Acres is on. And all the lights that we've requested to be turned on, 22, 27, 56, and 59 have been turned on. And I noticed tonight that we have an additional light out. It's pole number 2 back down here.
So do I need to call about pole number 2?
Well, we need to call about 2, 11, and 18.
You need to call on 2, 11, and 18.
Yeah, 2 is a new outage. The rest were reported as out on a previous call. The account number, our streetlight account number, is 497-126-7002. And the number to call is 1-800-430-5787.
What about the one right here in front of City Hall?
Which one, on the other side of the road or
On
this side?
of the road.
Hey, the one on the other side of the road's on?
I think it's off, isn't it?
Is that
On
why
the
it's
other
dark
side,
out
it's
on the
on,
parking
yeah.
lot? Because this
We
light's
had-
out.
We had 2, one was across the street from the
that
other,
one's on.
so,
We were trying to figure a way to kind of lighten the parking lot a little bit.
yeah. But it's either, but at this point in time, we can turn more
So if we
on.
turn this one on and that one off, would that help?
Yeah, we can do that.
Instead of doing that, why don't you get that, the ones like I got there, and you can tell if it's cheaper as a boy or girl. I mean, they light up the whole thing. I don't know what, they're a lot stronger like this
Are they the LED or
than
something?
they do. But I mean, you can see at night in my house, you don't, you walk off in the house, you can see fine.
Mhm.
And I've got those, I think they're $36 a month though.
Yeah,
I think you put 2, you know,
Mhm.
but you can direct where you want the light to be.
That's the square one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those are the LEDs.
yeah,
Very bright.
I just noticed that if you come up here at night,
mhm.
sometimes there's people sitting on these benches right here.
Wow.
You know, I'm sure there are walkers that, stop to rest, but it'd be nice if you could, because I'd hate for Miss Lucy to pull up here one evening and somebody be sitting there when she got out of her car
Yeah,
and her not be able to see them.
okay.
It's
Right
best
there.
not to get out of the car.
Well, if they're sitting,
Oh, well,
I mean, really, you're not gonna be paying attention to
Yeah.
them.
Well,
This time, when you do see them, it's time to get back in the car.
I just know we're in that world today that you gotta look out and
Right.
take care of and look for anything to be safe, and if it lights them up, and I have no problem with them sitting there, as long as, you know, they're just taking a break from walking or getting out of the weather, whatever they're doing, as long as there's nothing illegal or bad.
Yeah.
But, you know,
We can look at turn those back on. But there's also a couple more that I want to consider turning on, but we'll generate that list. Particularly just up and down County Line Road. I know there's a few more on the other end of County Line, on County Line Road that are still off. But considering the number of people that walk up and down that street, we might want to turn on all the lights on County Line Road. But that's only one or two more. Just for driver's safety.
if somebody got hit and the light wasn't on, could they sue the city because it wasn't on and we turned it off?
No, I
I
don't
mean,
think
that's
so.
not a liability thing that they can say, because they're gonna think of a reason to sue somebody.
Yeah. Doubt that it would go very far, because,
Okay.
you know.
Well, I mean, that's
Anyway.
the same thing somebody's gonna try.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But we'll probably, yeah, if you would call about those, particularly 11 in that curve,
At 2, 11, and 18.
18, right?
And they are out. Number 2 is a new Ivy.
Yes.
And
But number 11 has to be fixed,
it needs
because that
fixed.
one is definitely a safety issue in that curve. So, but we'll probably add
Where is 18?
18. You know where the old store is there at this four-way
Okay,
stop.
near the old store.
Yeah, it's going back toward Green Acres. It's the very first street light. There's a street light right there at the driveway of that little house.
Okay.
And those were the ones that I wanted to get turned on, was any street light that was by a driveway. And that one has not been, I know as far as I know, it was never turned off, but it's still not working.
Okay.
So,
And number 2 is out here.
right.
Okay.
Again, it's by a driveway, but I think it's the house that they're remodeling down here. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Okay.
But all the other lights seem to have been repaired. I'm still not getting anywhere. Going on to the next item, I'm still not getting anywhere with this wire hanging off the pole at Ivy Lane. Nobody wants to own it. So I still work on that. And drain cover still hasn't been replaced in Green Acres. All right, that's all I had for.
I talked to Van on the 31st of October about it again.
Okay.
I mentioned it to him out here.
Did
when
you?
He was out here working with that.
Okay. All right. On to new business. As everybody has probably already seen, we have a damaged fire hydrant at John Martin and County Line Road. Young lady took it out election day, and I have all the her information, insurance information. Just waiting to hear back from Birmingham Water Works on when we can expect to have it repaired and what the cost is going to be. So we can relay that to the insurance company so that it will be repaired. Other new business. As just I'm going to get an accident report for that, but it has not made it into the system yet. The trooper told me it is 10 to 14 days for an accident report to be available online. And I checked earlier this afternoon, and it still wasn't there. So as soon as I can, I'll get that. Another item we've got to just quickly discuss is something we have to do, but every year, they have a weather preparedness tax holiday. Next year, it's going to be February 22nd and 24th, and they're requesting us to notify them whether or not we're going to be participating. And as far as I'm concerned, we can just go ahead and tell them that no, we're not, because we don't have any retail that has. So,
Let's get Walmart, Lowe's, and Home Depot out here so we would have somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't have anybody that it could apply to, so we just needed to notify them. Lucy, I think
I
you can send
Okay.
email, or you can email them, just notify them.
I left the email on there so I could follow up.
Okay. All right. That one taken care of. All right, we've got recently we signed an agreement with Jefferson County Commission for a memorandum of understanding for debris removal. We've got a new thing from Jefferson County about the debris removal memorandum of understanding for us to sign, or for me to sign, that we will participate in their pre-negotiated contract for debris removal services. You see, they're going to bid a statewide debris removal and monitoring services plan for the Alabama County Commissions Association. The plan establishes pre-negotiated contracts that prevent the burden of local governments having to bid these contracts in the midst of trauma caused by disastrous events. The plan provides any municipality within the county the ability to employ these contractors without having to go through the bid process if the municipality has an executed memorandum of understanding with their respective county. So, what I need permission from the council to sign this memorandum of understanding with Jefferson County for the pre-negotiated contract removal, debris removal. So,
Motion to go ahead and sign it.
have a motion to sign it.
I'll second it.
All right. Steve seconded. All in favor? All right. Motion's carried. We'll sign this and we'll get it sent back to them. All right.
That only covers the Jefferson County side
Yeah.
of County Line, right?
Yeah. Well, we can probably. This is going to be a statewide contract negotiation, so we will be able to use it. Blunt and Jefferson County, we'd be able to use this pre-negotiated contracts
Okay.
on either side, because it's being negotiated by the Alabama County Commissioners Association. So we just haven't been asked to sign one with Blunt County yet.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll sign that. All right, my next item of new business is we received for those of you who don't know, periodically we get a check from the Sheriff's Department of Jefferson County for checks for the funds received from services of process, civil papers, and civil matters in the Jefferson County, by the Sheriff's Office. Back a few years ago, they increased, in Jefferson County only, increased their court costs for service fees for serving legal papers. They increased it by $10, and of that $10, most of it goes to the sheriff or the general fund, with $1 is distributed evenly to other municipalities, including Birmingham, that are in Jefferson County, and then $1 is distributed proportionally based on the population of the last census. So our check this time around is $619.38. And it says that it should be used for public safety purposes,
Which account will that go in?
general. It's just a informational thing, just to let y'all know what we got. And we get these once or twice a year from the Sheriff's Department, Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. And probably the last one we'll see by Mike Hill.
That'd be good for the donation to the fire
That's
department.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give it to the fire department.
Well, yeah, it will contribute to our next
Go towards your next
Yeah,
contribution.
next contribution.
Sounds good.
Next time we make one.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's a good way.
So I mean
to
that's
fund it.
Yeah.
But,
we can-
I mean, Jefferson County funding it, really.
Anyway, they got that taken care of. All right. The
How much
last
was the levy? Excuse me.
last new business item I have is I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, I didn't hear how much the check was for.
Oh, it was $619.38. So, and it seems like it's always in the 600 range when we get one. So, but I just don't know how frequently that is. But it doesn't matter. I'll take it once or twice a year, all the time. All right. The last new business item I have is as a result of this fire hydrant damage, I started looking and paying attention, and we have a total of 7 hydrants in the town.
7?
7. We've got one there in Green Acres. There's one right out here between Town Hall and the commercial building. There's a couple more on County Line Road. And see, where were those others? There's one on Smith Mill by the church, and there's one on Dean's Ferry around Malcolm's. And
There's another one down there by that front on the corner.
which trailer park? On Coppersville?
No,
The one on
the one.
Smith Mill?
Copperville and,
Okay. Well, that may be the one of those that are listed as. Let me get these up here. Smith Mill Road in front of the church. There's one. There's one out here in front of or between us and the building. And County Line Road. Is house number 2875, approximately 200 80 feet northeast of PF Calvert.
Bill,
Okay,
that's the
PF,
one down here.
okay. County Line Road in John Martin.
That's
And,
the one that has the big gusher in it.
no, yeah. And there's one at County Line Road, house number 2146, or 3,394 feet east of Dean's Ferry.
Isn't there one across from Bill Ivy too? Where Bill Ivy lives?
I don't know where you live.
There's one across the street from Calvert Street. From Larry Calvert's house.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion on.
Well, I'm gonna have to look around. But I only have 7 on my list of fire hydrants. But I think we need at least 1 or 2 more.
I would get with Sean, Chief Sean, is that his name?
Yeah.
And kind of ask him, we're looking at putting some extra fire hydrants and see if he has any suggestions.
Yeah. Well, the limitation is it has to be within town limits.
Right.
But
I mean,
the one I think we need, regardless, is by Mr. Hayes, up on the hill by Mr. Hayes' house, There,
5 houses.
well, there's actually 6,
Yeah,
because the one back off the road, way back in the woods.
but I have a suggestion if you want. Right there on Calvert Street, it would get, the house, 2 houses on Calvert Street, a double wide, we get the ex-mayor's house, if we want to keep it protected, and also the Pam Chipman. That would be 6 right there.
Well, Pam Sutton's covered by the one there in the curve.
Oh, gosh. Oh, overcoat.
Yeah, I mean, it's within a couple of 100 feet, but there's out there on top of the hill is one that's glaring. It's
Is there one by the church?
yeah, there's supposed to be one in front of the church. Anyway, I'm gonna be looking at it and trying to determine, and I will speak with the fire chief.
Because they have a plan. When I was on the fire department in Warriors, we had a plan as if a house structure, if there was a house fire, structure fire, in this area, this is the fire hydrant we dropped at, and then it just went. So
Right.
when the fire call went out, you went to the board and you looked for the fire hydrant closest to that house, and that's how Clay Neely went with the waterworks and the mayor at that time, and they kind of figured out where one was needed.
Yeah,
And
there's
that would cover X many houses is how they done it.
yeah. Well, it's something that I am going to start working on and putting together a list of additional possibilities. But I also need to call and find out what it's going to cost to drop one. I know the cost, we'll have to pave to have it put in, but I don't know what that cost is. And I think the last council put one in right at the end of their term somewhere, and I don't remember where it was put in. And then too, I need to verify that my list is up to date. So, anyway, that's something I have planned for the future, at one of the future meetings to discuss. But I'm going to have to get more information before we present it for any further action. Right now, it's just talk. All right, does the council have anything?
I have one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Out here in the front, well, let me start here. The guy that cuts the grass here,
Yeah.
he has started a pressure washing thing also, like in the winter time. And he has offered to pressure wash the front, our sidewalk there, and the parking lot for $90. And it is really, I don't guess it's ever been pressure washed. And you know, when it builds up so long, it gets slicky.
Yeah, slick.
And I think we need to have it pressure washed for $90, you know.
Yeah,
And he said it would show up, you know, you could see better if all that old black stuff wasn't on it.
yeah. I have,
How do you feel about that? How do y'all feel?
I,
Or,
do
Sounds good.
we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we have the pressure wash.
All right, we have a
I'll
motion.
second it.
John seconded. All in favor? All right, motion's carried. Let's contact him and let's get that.
Okay, Miss
Pressure
Lucy,
wash.
will you
I'll make that
contact
call. I'll make
Okay.
that call.
All right, anything else from the council? I don't know what that was. Ding!
One of y'all.
Yeah, it was mine. Unfortunately,
I have one thing.
yes, sir.
If it's up there.
Yeah, public comments now.
We were in our Christmas meeting 2 ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sheriff Moon, I can say that, right, Sheriff Moon? He's Sheriff Moon.
Yeah.
He made a comment about, you know how we give keys to deputies? Well, instead of passing all them keys to all the different deputies that's gonna be in this area, he had mentioned putting a lock on the door, a digital lock,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a passcode lock, that his deputies would have the passcode to it. Instead of having to get keys made,
Good
we've got a
idea.
passcode, it's a passcode. Cause I've noticed more deputies in this area. That's just something, I can't.
I've not noticed the
Well, I
in here
notice them
though.
in the area,
Mhm.
but, you know, there's different deputies up here at different times. It's not always the same ones. So if they're able to get in by them having a passcode, I think they would be more to come up here more
Yeah.
if they, that way they can get in. You know,
Hey.
because if one of them don't have a key, then they're like, you know, I gotta go to the bathroom. They're not gonna come up this way.
Yeah.
They're gonna go somewhere else.
I like that idea. Yeah, I do.
And that
Some
was-
of the other towns have it.
Yeah, that, I think you brought it up at the meeting. that he
Yeah, I was
talking about.
telling you what
Yeah.
Mark had said.
And that, I mean, that, if that gets 2 deputies up here a week, you know,
Yeah.
or one a week that comes in and putting it in, then he can notify them, hey, we have a, you know, county line has a digital door lock. If anybody needs to go up there and do reports or whatever, use the bathroom, coffee.
Well, we may not get a digital door lock, but a lock box.
A lot, but something that they can easily get into
Yeah.
and
With a code.
with,
Right.
code, something that they can,
Realtors use them all
Right.
all the time. Put these little lock box with key.
right,
Yeah. So yeah, we can. I'll look into the cost of that, but that's something we can certainly look.
Would they have to do the dial or is it a?
It's a push button.
it's
Push
a, right, it's a.
Push button combination.
130.
Yeah, it's a
on the
push
face
button
of it.
combination. You press it, and then once you put the right codes in, you usually slide a little lever, and then the door opens, and the key's inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was in real estate, we had those old dials.
Yeah. Now this is a push button.
That's not what Mark was talking about. He's talking about putting the lock on the door, have the digital numbers on it,
Well,
and he's asking all of the towns to do that, and he's gonna put the same code so they can get in
Yeah.
easy.
well, a electronic lock for that door
don't
We
think
could
one
do
would
it,
fit
but,
that.
with this type of door, I don't know that we
Oh,
get
yeah.
one. But if we can have a lock box mounted out there securely,
Where they can get the key to get in.
the key to
And
unlock
they
the
could use
door.
the same code that they use in the other towns.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it doesn't necessarily have to be the same code, but,
Right.
it could be. But, yeah, that's
We
a
started,
lockbox. Yeah, I'd be in favor of doing a lockbox. I don't know that we could get a electronic lock for this type of door.
well, I looked, when we started handing out keys, I went and looked at them, and Lowe's has them. But now, like what you said, whether it fits that door or not, I don't know. And they were less than $50. So they're not high.
We would probably have to call a locksmith or the lock companies, because this is a commercial door, and we have to call a commercial locksmith every time we change the lock, which we had to do after when we first came into office. I have to check with them to see if there's anything available for that type door that would be a coded door.
Is that something y'all want me to get a price on possibly and give it to you at the next meeting?
Yeah, that's what I'll have to look into that and see what's available. The cost of if there's anything available for this door. We'll have to call, I don't know what locksmith we used last time. We had to go back in, dig through, QuickBooks and, because it would have been back in,
What year was
6
that?
years ago.
in 2012.
ABC's
2012.
got a good locksmith.
2012, about November, December, because that's we came into office the 1st of November
Okay.
and had the locks changed pretty quickly after. So either November or December. All right. Well, we'll pursue that. We'll look into it and try to get some figures up for next month. Let me make a note. All right, anything else from the council or other comments?
Do y'all want to update on our Christmas? Y'all know about?
No, we didn't know it. We don't have to know it, but be interesting to find out where we stand.
Yes, sir.
Well, Santa's elves have been very busy. We have got, I'd say, 70% of our little toy stuff bought. And Brenda is gonna let us go back up there, is it Wednesday?
She's gonna call us Tuesday about coming back Wednesday to go through the new stuff before she opens on Thursday. So she's gonna give us first choice to come in and look through everything before the public does.
And this is your lady in Luxford?
You know who that is, right? Tracy
Yeah.
Mulhill, her husband, that's his parents.
Oh, okay.
So I learned that, I didn't know that.
That's one that has a garage sale every weekend.
We have, what did I say, 10?
Justin.
10?
11. You've got
We
11
have
right now.
already. And what we're gonna try to do this week is I've asked Scott to do so much. And my name Marcia. I called him last night and said, go to Dollar General, will you, and buy toys for half price. But, we're gonna try to go to Sam's this week and buy those $19 little coats. They're little quilted coats and they're like denim,
Yeah.
good little coats. and we can get them for $19 a piece, we come in ahead. So, we're gonna try to do that, and I signed up a little kid a while ago, he's special needs, he's 3, he's nonverbal, but, he's not in a wheelchair, he can walk. And, so I think it's gonna be, people are calling right and left, and we only have that opening more spaces, but I think if the need arises, what's the max kids you think that we could handle?
What we had last
We
year,
had 15
15 last year,
and one didn't make it.
yeah.
Um,
I'd say no more than 5 more.
20 at the max.
20 max,
Yeah, I would say, personally, I think that's a good, that's a good number of kids.
Yeah.
For a small community like
and I
this.
told them all not to bring siblings with them. One lady had 3, and the oldest one's 13. I said, please don't bring him because we're not gonna have presents for him, and we need the space. And we asked that one parent come with child, not aunts and uncles and
Yeah.
grandma and granddaddy. It's just one. And I'm gonna ask them, what do y'all think about not taking pictures? Just let the family have their own picture made. Because when you got people walking around with cameras in the way and all, and some people don't want their kids' picture made.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just, that's a sticky subject.
And we didn't have that problem last year.
Well, I didn't publish any of the pictures.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't recall any parents last year.
No.
Maybe other than with a cell phone, and some of them videoed Santa coming in
Yeah.
and took pictures of Santa coming in on their phones. I do remember that.
And they took pictures of their kid primarily.
Of their kid.
And then too, with the young lady taking the pictures with Santa Claus, that kind of eliminated a lot of
things.
picture taking.
We're looking into buying a printer and a film out of our money. It's not that expensive, and we use it every year.
Yeah.
And it goes to the computer and Wi-Fi. And we've got a computer, so our budget can was let us borrow it, I don't know. But we're looking into that. Because these kids taking their picture and mailing it to them, they're not gonna have an address and maybe to it.
Yeah. Well, having a little printer like she had last year,
That's
just a little
what we're looking
snapshot printer.
Little docking
$119
station.
Huh?
$119.
They're not too expensive. It's the paper and the ink are the more expensive items.
Right.
Well, the paper is not so bad now, but the ink.
Well, we had an extra $500 getting donated to us by Michael's sale.
So we're about at what, 2,000?
Once we get all the money in, we're gonna be close to 2,800, including the town 500. So, I mean, we've pretty much got our $2,000 that we needed for this one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some built up for next year and for this printer. And I was talking to at this meeting about putting this extra money in an account and having a debit card with 3 or 4 names on it, that instead of having to go get cash from Miss Lucy, that one of those 4 can get the debit card and go use it. But you gotta make sure that receipt's with it.
Yeah.
When you bring it back to, account it to the penny. But that's not something we can run through the city, is it?
No, that's
I mean, it would have to be a separate
this
account.
this is information
Right,
only for
right.
the town. The town is not involved other than making a
Right.
donation
Yeah.
and allowing the space to be used.
Right.
That's what I
What the
explained.
committee does,
Right,
the
so
committee
we
does.
were just I was wanting to bring that up.
Yeah.
You might know of something, how to do that. Because we're trying to get we wanna get a nonprofit ID. Cause if we spend $2,000 a year on this, 10% of that, that's $200 a year we can save if we have a non-tax
Nonprofit.
ID.
Yeah. Now that, you might want to check with Greg, Reed about how to qualify as a nonprofit, because I don't know.
There's a lot of stipulations in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of checks and balances
Right.
and accountability required for nonprofits. So it might be best to talk to an attorney about what we need to do or what needs to be done,
What about
not what we
accounting?
need to do or what y'all need to do.
He is both.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So anyway,
But that's where we are on that's how far we are on it. We're pretty much now rolling money into next year as long as everybody that said they're giving gives. And that leather was big. We needed that leather, and thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that's all the town can really do.
Right.
But sounds like it's well on the way. Looking forward to it too.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. I have one last thing I just want to make is a public comment. Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock in the Blount County Courthouse, there is a public hearing being held on the new application for a tire landfill. The existing tire landfill in Blount County outside of Hayden is nearing capacity, and he's looking to open a new location just outside of Cleveland, off of Hazel Rig Road, just south of Cleveland. But anyway, the public hearing for that application process is going to be Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock at the county courthouse in the commission meeting room. That's just
That's in Aniana?
in the Blount County Courthouse. That's just for your information. Where he's putting it, or where he's proposing to put it, is in a pit that was left from strip mining back in the 70s and 80s. Basically going to fill up the hole with buried tires. That's
They
what he's
never
proposed.
rot, do they?
Sorry?
The tires never rot, do they?
No.
No, and they're pretty much inert, so they don't leach anything into the soil. And in a way, he's doing it a favor by filling in that pit, or the landowner especially. He's not buying the land; he's leasing it from an individual.
Who's he leasing it from, Dave?
I don't know I don't have that information readily available.
Well, I
But,
think he's leasing it from this Katie Moon, who's the sheriff's mom.
I'm sorry.
I think it's from Miss Patty Moon, who's the sheriff, and county sheriff's mom. And could I say something?
Yeah, no, it's not an individual. It's a
Well, that's who the
holding
land
company of some
park-
sort.
land park is from. But what I think Cleveland really was for it, but they have gotten kind of backed up because the infrastructure, their water lines go down the middle of the road. And the infrastructure cannot support those heavy trucks as many as that. It's the last thing I had heard. So I don't know.
This is a article that was on about it. You have to like zoom in and move side to
Yeah.
side.
Well,
You've seen that?
I've been hearing a lot. But anyway, I just wanted to inform everybody that public hearing is on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday. And I think the commission plans on having a final vote on it next month. So, anyway, that's, I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of it. I have had several calls about it. But the public needs to certainly be there to address their concerns, any concerns they may have, or questions that they have. They need to ask them there. So anyway, that's all I have on my agenda.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
All right, we have a
I'll
motion.
second it.
All right, Myrtle made a motion. Steve seconded. All in favor? All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for coming.